Alright, how you doing everyone? John Falstrom, back here at Melody Mart, my teaching location in Homewood, Illinois, which is of course, well, I've been saying it every time, 35 minutes south of the Loop in Chicago, and great mighty Soldier Field. Tonight I'm going to talk about the Les Paul Gibson basses, some of the best basses ever made. Right now I'm playing a 75 Gibson Les Paul. It's all original. And I chose the song Doctor Doctor by the Great UFO because their bass player, founding member Pete Way is known for his Gibsons. Most notably the Thunderbird. But I use this Gibson Les Paul because number one, I don't have a Thunderbird, and this is my Les Paul, so I thought the Gibson sound is kind of attached to UFO. That song, Doctor Doctor, goes back to 1974, and this is a 75 bass, so it's kind of like the same era, same sound that Pete Way's getting. This guy is oh boy, one of my favorite basses. The semi-hollow body with the F-holes is just a sound. It's hard to explain. I guess you just got to hear it. With the F-holes, beautiful F-holes, and this pickup I want to point out is a low impedance humbucker. Gibson only made it for this bass, and they had a matching guitar. This bass was only around from 73 to 79. Fairly expensive at the time. Styles were changing, and it went out, and it's never been back. Now Epiphone makes it under the Jack Cassidy, the great Jack Cassidy's name. Epiphone makes a great, actually a great rendition of this bass. It's called a Jack Cassidy. I know Jack Cassidy uses the Gibson, like the exact same bass as this, and that's not the reason I play it all the time. I just happened to get this one back in '84, and didn't play it for a long time. I left it in the case, and about 10 years ago I started playing it, and it's like, oh my god, what a bass. So I've been using it. It's got the low impedance humbucker. Dave, we can get down here. It's got two inputs. It's got the high gain input, and they put a low gain input. So they got the high gain, low gain. They wanted this to be a real quiet bass, and that's why this is, if you listen to this knob right here, and really I'm not a real technical guy, but if you notice, it changes. It's a louder sound, and I think I read it has to do with ohmage or something like that, but it has to do with quietness, basically. So I got it in the high output to give it some nice punch. It's a gold top maple board. Check this out. It's got the maple board, right? And then on the sides, and I try to read this out. This is walnut in here. This is walnut sides. The back is walnut, beautiful back, walnut, right? And check this out, Dave, you can get that. I'm gonna pull it down. The back of this neck is mahogany. So it's a mahogany neck, which is awesome. With these, what is it? And then a rosewood fretboard with the big rectangle dot markers, pearl inlays. You're looking at 4 different woods here: rosewood, maple, walnut, mahogany. Hello, we're talking quality here. Look at the tuning pegs, Dave. The beautiful Gibson quality tuners. You don't find this anymore. You get the Les Paul, of course, Gibson signature up there, Dave. I mean, this bass, this nut. I'm looking at this nut too. This nut. I think it's got to be a bone nut, or maybe it's just cut a little different, but beautiful. Again, the Gibson. When I play Gibson bass, and I play a lot of Gibsons, I'm gonna probably hopefully do a bunch more in Gibsons. Hopefully I'll have a Thunderbird by then, or someone will let me borrow one. Gibson's been very good to me. They've published 24 articles out of my book, EADG 4, by the way. I am the author of this book, EADG 4, and I do have a section on bass guitars, and Gibson liked what I have to say, and if you just Google EADG 4 anywhere, you'll see the Gibson articles from this book. So I have a special fondness of Gibson. I've always loved their basses. My first good bass was actually EB3 from 1974. Anyways, if Gibson basses are by far, I mean, everything shines on it. It's the best of the best. It's worth every penny. They say Gibson, oh my God, $1,500, $2,000. Well, guess what? It's worth it. You're paying for value. So if you ever try Gibson before you buy anything. Okay, John Falstrom, January 13th, 2014. Signing off for tonight. And I will see you next time. Hopefully with a Thunderbird or definitely another Gibson. Bye-bye.